Greetings, Soulswind here, and welcome to Let's Play Infinifactory. This puzzle is shuttle maintenance. Now we have to maintain their shuttles? Yikes. Well, anyways, let's come over here and take a look at this one. Now basically, we are introduced to a very powerful tool. A blocker. So, when this is here, the blocker is extended by default. If you send a signal, you are telling the blocker that, hey, stop blocking, and then the blocks can go through. Now let's see that in action. So basically, we're given this. I'm sorry for the pause because it doesn't look as bad without, like, you know, this one like that. You got all these things highlighted and everything, but actually it's fine. Yeah, I need my cursor anyway, so okay, that's okay. So we need to remove, like, I think these engines. We need to maintain the shuttle. Like, these engines are obviously broken, and we need to send the old shuttle to remove the engines and get new ones. This is the only output we have over here, and we're supposed to, like, weld the engines together and then attach it to the shuttle main and attach it to the shuttle main body. So yeah, what do we do? Very simple. We have got the eviscerator, so let it go through like that. That destroys all the engines, or kind of. Actually, I think that's not good. Already that's not good, but I think I know what to do to improve it. No problem. So now the shuttle body moves along here to here. So meanwhile we wait. So let's restart. We have blocks coming out, get rotated, get rotated, get rotated again. And then, because this is still on the conveyor belt, it still pushes everything out where it gets in touch with this, rotated out to be transported like this to this side. While the next set is getting ready, this one comes over here, drops down there, triggers that sensor that causes this one to push away to over here, so that one is on each side. So this one drops down there, and this has to be still there. Oops, I'm being blocked by something. Fine. The blocker holds the shuttle body in place while this comes over here, gets welded to there. It cannot go in too early, otherwise it gets welded to the wrong part of the shuttle body. So the shuttle has to be earlier over there, and these come in here. Okay, that arrives here, and before it gets welded, it already triggers this sensor to remove the blocker, but it needs time to retract. That gives it time for this engine to move in place, gets welded by this whole set, and then moves along. So what happens is that because the blocker is on that side, the blocker can push the shuttle out towards here. Therefore, we need sensors accompanying this whole thing all the way back into the submission before the pusher or the blocker can re-extend itself. So that's very important. So what happens is that if it leaves here out of this, it can cause the pusher to push as well before it reaches this part. So we need 3 sensors like that in order to make it work. So yeah, pretty simple, isn't it? And let's just observe that. We don't need to see the eviscerator because that's really not much. Like that. Cool, isn't it? Like, especially all these, like, factory lines and everything, you know, moving along like this. This just feels so good. And And yes, it needs to go all the way out because of timing issues. So maybe I can adjust the timing later. We'll try. May not succeed. I don't know. Isn't it nice just watching this? Right, anyway, so the best score of 201 is slightly above or on average. Yeah, it's mostly averaging, you know. But I think we can do better, right? I don't know. Let's see. Well, I just want to clarify, I checked and tried, but there's no way I can improve the cycle score at all. Like, no. But okay, we have like these kind of things that can definitely help us with something that's not cycle score. Then again, this thing cannot go down the middle because this the engine needs to go through here, so there's no way. However, you can pass these over this way, and that will help reduce some of the footprint. Another thing we can do is to pass this one over here, which will again help in reducing more footprints. Will it drop? Yeah, of course. Do it this way so that this thing won't drop, and put it like that. Like that. And I think I can reduce it by one more. Yep. So basically, what happens here, I need to explain also. It's still an Infinifactory because as the fourth one comes along, it stays here. So what happens is that the first few will drop down. The third one onwards, okay, first one drops, second one drops. The third one doesn't drop, it stays here. So the next one that comes along pushes it into the eviscerator. And why is it left behind? It's because it is no longer attached to the moving body, so it stays here. So it's Infinifactory because there's only always going to be just two. The rest can be deployed or discarded, not deployed, discarded or handled accordingly. So yeah, no changes here, just basically some tweaks. No major changes, just good enough to give us a better, oops, okay, don't get pushed along by it, to get a better footprint score. That's all. Yeah, just gonna give us a better footprint score. I think much better footprint score, if any. Hey, hang on. Hang on. Hang on. Why should I have it there? How about here? How about here? Right? Okay, because if I have it here, it's one more block. But can I save two footprints? No, I cannot, because that one has to come here and still drop. So there's no need for that. So this will be able to help me save one more block. So this one spends a lot of time on the rotation, but unfortunately we can't do anything about that. So yeah, so let's see. With that done, just gonna speed it up and see how's the score like. I think that's all I can do to improve things. Unfortunately, cycles, no. So So yeah, we get much better footprint score, we get a much better block score, not much, actually just 2, but a lot better footprint score. So I think that's all I can do for this one. I tried a +1 input rate, I tried a +2 basically max input rate. It doesn't work because we need to rotate that engine thing. If we don't rotate the engine thing, we'll still have to move it around, and basically it's like blocked from moving. So I don't know. This is the time where I really appreciate feedback, and yeah, if you have any ideas that can tweak this one just by a bit and get a much better cycle score, do let me know. Meanwhile, we're gonna find a place to slack, to doze off and sleep. Oh, like that. Nicer. Right, so this was the shuttle maintenance puzzle. Do let me know if there's anything I can do to improve on the current implementation without making too much changes. My focus is on the cycles though. So yeah, thank you for watching. That's all I have for now. Have a nice day.